Okay, good evening, everybody. I have had a very busy day today, but I've done it one step at a time and gotten almost everything done that I wanted to get done. But hey, got to take the good with the bad, right? So for sure, this stream will be done at 7:30 Central because the Bucks play tonight, and we got to cheer on the Bucks. So I'm drinking my dinner. Made some homemade English muffins, so we also had that with dinner tonight. Very easy dinner. We had the salmon today. It was very, very good for lunch. And tomorrow's lunch is already set to go. And this is a little bit going along with the meal prep that I wanted to talk about today too, which I will get to after we run through all of our lists and stuff. That today I did not have the time to sit there and roll enchilada after enchilada after enchilada. So I changed it to enchilada lasagna. That way, all I had to do was break the enchilada or the corn tortillas in half, line the pan, and I was good. So that's what I did. And had the meat mixture, had my enchilada sauce, and just a second I shredded some cheese, and it's now sitting in the fridge ready to go. And I think that's actually going to give us 2 days worth of food. So very excited about that. Tomorrow is Thursday, errand day. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your MDS for tomorrow, that you're going to need to possibly run places if it is your errand day. Do you need to get stamps? I say that because I need to get stamps. Grocery shopping. Do you need to go to the pharmacy? What stops do you need to make? Courthouse, kids' school, anything like that. So keep in mind tomorrow's errand day and get that MDS set up. Okay. Let's get to the nitty-gritty of today. Check in, see how we did, see if maybe we need to tweak some things and get going for tomorrow. So today, did we get up, and this is for us and the kids. Did we get up, get dressed to shoes, hair, and face? Did we eat all our meals, drink all our water, take all our meds? Now, I had a comment on the last video or this video or whatever about drinking water. I can get really bad about that. So I set a timer on my phone. We've set the egg timer here to remind us at the top of every hour that we need to drink our water. So for me, I think it ended up being 8 ounces at the top of the hour, and for Jacek it was 3. That is honestly the easiest way to remind yourself to constantly drink water, because it's a ding going off at the top of every hour. And even if you ignore the ding, you know what the ding is about. So listen to the ding. All right. Did you get your loving movement in? 15 minutes. 15 minutes of walking a day makes a serious impact on your body, a serious positive impact on your body. So while we're talking about the kids play 60 in R15, you can start out by having the kids go for a walk with you. Jacek and I and Juan, actually, we love to do the pajama walk at night. We get in our pajamas and we get a flashlight if we need it, and we just go for a little walk around the neighborhood. It's usually about a mile and a half that we go. And that's a lot of fun. I honestly can't wait for him to get feeling better so that way we can do it. I know you do, baby. And that's a good way to get exercise without realizing you're getting exercise. And since it's at night, it's going to help the kids fall asleep. So that's one option. Pamper yourself. Well, let's see. Did the kids do that? And did you do that? Today, what did I do? I read, and then, like I said, at 7:30, I'm going to be watching the Bucks game. So get ready for bed at a decent hour. Wash your face, brush your teeth, floss, mouthwash, shower if you need to. That will be happening shortly, actually. And then go to bed at a decent hour. That, like I said yesterday, I'm loving this second shift because I can go to bed with just sec. Or I can choose to stay up until 9:30 when Juan calls for his second break and then go to bed after that. So I'm loving this. All right. Cleaning. Did you get your 8 minutes from your weekly home blessing done today? Did you make the bed? Both of you, kids and you. Did you swish and swipe yet? If there's any of these that you have not done yet, take the phone with you and go do them. We all know I'm going to be talking for the next 23 minutes. You're not going to miss anything. All right. Did you get your laundry? I actually got everything washed, dried, folded, and put away. So tomorrow, all I have to do is wash and dry. It's actually pretty cool. Hot spots, 3 of them, 2 minutes each, hitting your high impact areas. Those areas that when you look at them, you just roll your eyes, you cringe. Hit those areas first, and you might not get it all done in 2 minutes. You might have to revisit that a second time. And guess what? It's okay. The whole point is that it's going to be 2 minutes better than what it was when you started. 5-minute room rescue. Once again, you want to hit those high impact areas. My home has a whopping 5 rooms. I suppose I could break the entryway up and call it 6. So I hit the living room and the kitchen every single day. And then I rotate between the other 3 rooms. My kitchen has to be clean. Like I said, today I made the detox tea. I did English muffins. I did something else today too. The oats. Oh, and I prepped dinner for tomorrow. So kitchen has to be clean for me to be functional. Plus, when Jessica and I do schoolwork up here, if the kitchen is a mess, there's no focusing going on, right? Because we don't focus very well in an unorganized area. So, mission today was, today's Wednesday, check your bathroom supplies. Wonderful, since we made lists today and we're going errand shopping tomorrow, or doing and running errands tomorrow. Check supplies in the bathroom. Do you have everything? Try to have that staples list, so that way when you run out or getting close to running out of toothpaste, cross it off. Always have a spare, because when it's the minute you break into that spare, you cross it off on the list, and then you've always got one there. All right. And for in the kids' room, it was to collect the trash from their room. Now, mom, you or dad, you can decide to do this, or you can have the kids do it, or you can do it with them. That is totally up to you. This morning we were talking, and some people, and they're not going in their teenager's room. And honestly, I don't blame them, because I remember what I was like when I was a teenager. So in those instances, it's up to the teenager, and good luck with that. Or you go into the room that needs the most love. Okay. Problems with the missions and getting them in when you work a full-time job and you have 2 kids and they're in activities and stuff like that. Condense them. Don't, a lot of times these missions are not 15 minutes. If you went through your cosmetics last month, well, we got a great one for tomorrow. We're going through old cosmetics tomorrow. And then on Wednesday of next week, we're going through old cosmetics again. Well, if you've just done them, you don't need to do them the next week. So, and that mission can be fairly short if you know what you have. Wiping down the countertops and the flat surfaces in the bathroom. that one can very easily be shortened to where it's not 15 minutes and you can just add that in with your swish and swipe. Some of these easily, like anything for this bathroom one, Shine the Tub and Shower, Old Cosmetics, the faucets, add it in when you're doing your swish and swipe because you're already in there. Take an extra couple of minutes, tub and shower, spray it down with a little Windex, wipe it down. You're already in there. Shorten that mission. It does not have to take you 15 minutes. If you're decluttering instead of doing these missions or stuff like that, shorten the time. Do it for 2 minutes. Do it for 5 minutes. If you're honestly finding you just can't get the missions in, it's just ridiculous. And then you end up spending, okay, let's see, 5 missions, 15 minutes. So that would be an hour and 15 minutes on Saturday doing these missions. Okay, we have much better things to do than clean for an hour and 15 minutes doing missions on Saturday. Work them into your 5-minute room rescues. Do your 5-minute room rescues and add just a little bit of dirt cleaning into there, and that should help. If it doesn't, hit me back up and we'll keep working trying to figure it out. But a lot of these aren't going to take 15 minutes. Let's take a look at next week. I see one, depending upon your home, that could possibly really take 15 minutes. So, no, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You got to stay tuned until next week to find out. But that's my idea with that. Okay, shining the sink. Don't forget to shine the sink. I still have the smoothie dishes and the tea dishes I need to do, so those will get done when we're done talking, so that way I can let the Bucks game go for a little bit. Oh, that's okay, Andrea. You're here. That's important. Plus, I know things can go late and dinner and everything else like that, so I totally get it. I'm going to let the Bucks game take for a little bit longer before I start watching it. So I can fast forward through commercials, so I'll do the dishes as soon as we're done. All right, kids, did they get their zone work done? Make their zone work this week the actual cleaning missions for their rooms. So like the trash, their shoes, their clothes, stuff like that. If we're in there, you might as well. Did they make their bed today? And then, of course, did they do their chores? I know, some are much easier said than done, right? All right, planning and prepping. So I think we can basically skip the AM stuff for that because that's all done and over with by now. So let's just get to PM, shall we? All right, so sit down, make your 3 short goals for tomorrow. Once again, do my hair, do my makeup, and wash my face. That's it. That's what my goals are. And like I said, we're talking full face of makeup. That is what my goal is, because I still am not confident enough that if it wasn't written down, I wouldn't do it. So that's still, it goes on my MDS every single night. All right, what is for dinner tomorrow? Like I said, I've already got the enchilada lasagna set up, ready to go in the oven. That one's probably going to have to go in about 12:30, so that way it can be done at 1. So there we go. I have no other prep I need to do with that. Nothing else. It is already set up, ready to go. And like I said, I'm going to probably get 2 meals out of that one, so then I don't have to worry about Friday. Woohoo! Woo woo! Okay. Appointments for tomorrow. What do you got going on that you're going to either have to make a phone call or go somewhere, set something up? Kids have appointments. Jusek has science class tomorrow. We're still not healthy enough to go to mixed martial arts. Unfortunately, I know he is missing it. Andrea, did you try the overnight oats? I want to know. Then we got to set up our launch pad. So behind me will be cleared off, and that is basically Juan's launch pad. My purse is there with my keys, so that way I'm ready to walk out the door. Because you don't put your purse on the ground, you don't put your keys on the table. Bad luck. My work launch pad. Yay! Just Zach's complaint for the chocolate milk one was that it did not taste chocolatey enough. So today when I put the vanilla yogurt in there, I added some of my homemade chocolate syrup and I mixed it together and made chocolate yogurt. So there is absolutely no way it is not going to be chocolatey enough for him tomorrow. My work launch pad over here will get my MDS clipboard. It already has my journal and it will get the computer. I think they do have some chocolate yogurt. Instead of buying the little miniature flavored ones, I buy the big thing and then we just add stuff to it to make it different flavors because I'm cheap like that. So if we want strawberry yogurt, we're mashing up some strawberries and sticking it in the vanilla yogurt. We want blueberry yogurt, same thing. I'm sure we could do that with the chocolate syrup to make chocolate yogurt. Just because if I've got a bunch of them little things in there, number one, they're going to take up a lot of space in my fridge. And number two, even though, they can be 5 for $5 or, 10 for $5 or whatever, when you figure out the big tub as opposed to the little ones, I get way more out of the little ones. Plus, I also use them in the smoothies, and I use it now in the overnight oats. And if I just had the little things, that would be all Giuseppe would be eating, and I wouldn't have any for the smoothies or for the overnight oats. So, also with your launch pad, don't forget your phone, your journal, set up the coffee pot, set up the teapot, and make lunches for tomorrow as well. Also, don't forget to lay out your clothes for tomorrow. Like I said, for me, that gets done about noon. Poor buddy. For kids, did you check their schoolwork when they came home to make sure they turned everything in that they were supposed to? And then, of course, check their schoolwork tonight after it's done. Make sure it gets put in their turn-in folder or whatever. Have them set up their launch pad and have them lay out their clothes. There you go. Hey, that works. That definitely works. That's easy. That I like that. And this week we're having some pretty consistent weather. So it has been just a t-shirt and either some capris. Height of the afternoon, I think I changed into some shorts for a little while, but mostly it's been my capris, so that's been quite nice. Yeah, we're actually getting our spring weather. It's almost bordering on summer, but we're getting our spring weather, and that's really, really cool. It's about time. Let's see. I wanted to give some ideas to figure out when to do meal prep. Because that was another one that needed to get figured out. And I know the person who asked has kids. And I know at least one of them likes to be in the kitchen. So I would honestly turn it into a family affair. Trying to go and cut it down to an hour to where you can get as many meals prepped as possible. I actually have begun thinking with the whole 5 meals in an hour thing to where if I prepped on Friday for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then prep on Monday for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then I'm not hitting 5 days. I'm not worried about the meat. Obviously, I'm going to tend to do chicken a little bit earlier in the week, but the beef has stayed wonderfully as long as it's been marinating and stuff. So I think if I can pick 2 days, now obviously I have the luxury that I'm home. But maybe an hour on Sunday, and then maybe you can do like a half an hour, a short one on Thursday for Friday, Saturday, or just Friday and Saturday or something like that. Or do something really easy like corn dogs and macaroni and cheese. I know her kids' taste, so that's why I'm saying this. Smoked sausage and beans and rice, or smoked sausage and beans and macaroni and cheese, because I know kids love macaroni and cheese. Or a salad for those of us not on the macaroni and cheese diet. Doing a salad at night can be a really easy meal prep thing. Cut up your carrots when you bring them home from the store, cut up your celery, cut up anything else that you're going to put in there, maybe store them separately, and then you can just throw it together. Or do the mason jar salads. Absolutely wonderful. Love them. The biggest thing with meal prep is knowing what you want to cook. That is the biggest stumbling block, because if you don't know what to cook, you've got nothing to prep. Do you want a popsicle?
Yeah.
Okay. Way to go, Andrea. I got to get little man a popsicle. He sounds awful. See, I've even got our smoothie bags all set up. Fruit and then the spinach and stuff, but I really should have the spinach and stuff on top and the fruit on the bottom for when it goes into the blender. Because for some reason it mixes better that way. Today we had to sit there and encourage the blender to blend. Okay. Oh. This has got to be the worst cough I've ever heard him have. And I mean, he's had pneumonia. He's 8 years old. He's had pneumonia now 10 times in his life. And this is by far the worst cough I've ever heard him have. And there is no rattle in his lungs. His dad has got the exact same cough. I am blessing my little heart here that I so far have steered clear. Knock on wood. But it's not good. I'm going to try some eucalyptus oil tonight with him, just on his feet, and we're going to see if that works. So, cross fingers. Hi, Pamela. Oh. Yeah. And he's even had a strain of whooping cough, and it didn't sound this bad. So we are supposed to be getting in to see a specialist now, though we got to wait for Juan's new insurance to kick in. So that way they can take a look at him and possibly his immune system and all of that wonderful stuff, because I swear to you, somebody a block away could be sick and my kid is going to catch it even if he never sees them, just by driving past the house. So we need to do something, because he cannot enjoy his childhood when he is sick all the time. That's just not what. And we're not even talking about how much fun it isn't for me. So that poor kid is suffering, and I feel so bad that all I can do is hand him a popsicle or some honey, and that's all I can do. So I feel very, 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 very bad. So, let's see. What were the other questions that I had seen? I covered the drinking water, setting the timer. I just talked about meal prep. And like I said, the biggest thing, the absolute biggest thing, and I'm going to reiterate this point, is you got to know what you want to cook. And from that, you can figure out what you can prep ahead of time. So, like, if you are going to make stew, see, now I know that doesn't sound weird. My grandmother, rest her soul, believed more in chiropractors and acupuncturists than what she did in actual doctors. Oh, it's okay, Sheena. I've been talking about you all night long. We discussed the getting the kids to exercise by just going for like a pajama walk with them. Starting out with the 15 minutes and going from there. We talked about meal prep. Yeah. Meal prep. The biggest thing is knowing what you want to cook. So like if you're making stew, to prep ahead of time, you can make sure all the meat is cut up. Because sometimes in those stew packages, those meat pieces are huge. You can make sure all the potatoes are cut up. But if you cut up potatoes, please put them in a separate bag. Make sure the carrots are cut up. The celery, the onion, whatever you want to do. And then you can just dump it in the pot and add water and salt and pepper and away you go. So once you know what you want to cook, if you're not sure, ask me and I'll tell you how you can prep it ahead of time. I also touched a little bit about the zones. Was there anything else that you needed help with? Oh, and I touched on the water too. That was actually one of the first things I did. And now here comes the train. It's the Union Pacific. I suppose, yeah, I can talk a little bit longer because I got the Bucks game taping and then I can get there. So, was there any other questions that you had that I said I would address? Oh my goodness gracious. And they couldn't find that just from an x-ray? Or didn't they x-ray him because he was young? Which I've seen that too. His doctor, and I really, really hope we can keep with the same doctor. I really, really like his doctor. He does not overprescribe medicine. He's one of those to where, he's got a cough, give him honey. So he's not going to just prescribe him medicine and just for the sake of prescribing medicine. So I really, really like his doctor. Plus, they kind of bonded over Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that. That's Daddy. Let me get the phone. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hello. Hey. He couldn't find a phone, I'm assuming. Here he is. Okay. And he actually has wanted him to go see an asthma and allergy specialist. He brought it up a little while ago, but we just haven't been able to get in. So, if there's anything that I missed, let me know in the comments below. Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
You forgot some of your stuff.
That would do it.
Your
Holy
hat?
cow.
Your energy drink. What else did you forget?
Just his hat and his energy drink.
Just your hat and your energy drink.
Yes, please, Sheena. And then I can address them tomorrow morning or I can address them tomorrow night as well. So, well, tomorrow night, it's once again, I got to be done by 7:30 because I have a session. But I can definitely address them in one of two, or I will just message you separately. But more often than not, if one person has a question on something, more than just you does too. So I'd rather.
Your fault.
Yay! They're so awesome.
It's your fault.
When you. What did you hit?
I didn't hit anything.
Did you hang up on Daddy?
I swear I didn't hit anything.
Hello? Hello? I don't know. He was hitting buttons. There you go. Okay. Talk. Oh.
I hate yelling.
You can put anything in it. You could put peanuts in it. You could put walnuts. You could put almonds. Almonds are probably the healthiest choice. You could do cashews. Put anything in it you want. Fruit. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of blueberries because that's what I have in the house. So, but you can definitely, and Juan's not a huge nut guy, so I usually don't have a lot of nuts in the house. But yeah, you could put almonds in it. You could put anything you want in that sucker. When you go back and you listen, I'm going to tell you what I had to do with the chocolate because it wasn't chocolatey enough for him. So, we had to improvise tonight. And there is no way this boy can say it is not chocolatey. So, but other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Make sure you get your stuff done. Make sure you get your day tomorrow planned. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in 11 hours, 11 and a half hours. So, have a great one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Is it ending? What's going on?